Hello and welcome to HN Gamer's Game Pack Tutorial 1. What you're going to find in this tutorial is some information on how to create your first map with some of the tools that we've got in our arsenal here. You may not be able to see this menu across the top, but there are some menus across the top of your window. If you are not seeing any menus, hit the F11 button, which will bring up your menu editor or your world editor. You will see the File, Edit, View, Camera, Editors, Lighting, Help, and Game Mechanics Kit. These are your tools that you will be using in this tutorial and future tutorials. There may be additional items that we'll delve into as we get deeper and deeper into these tutorials to figure out everything that we need to do with this kit that has been put together. The first thing that we're going to need to do is create some form of terrain or something like that. Right now we're just simply in a blank room where there's nothing in it. If you click on some of the options that you have, you'll notice that what we've got is we've got a ground plane, we've got a spawn sphere, we've got a player drop point, some sun, the sky, and some level info. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of the sky. We're probably going to go ahead and get rid of the ground plane, but if we do it right now, our player will disappear as he falls through the world. So let's go ahead and we'll just click on the terrain, and you're just going to click on the terrain editor, and it'll say, would you like to create a new terrain? You say yes. It's going to ask you what type. You can go ahead and choose your type that you've got. You'll notice that there's all sorts of different types. This is a very basic terrain, and if you're generating maps through L3DT, then you should be looking at the tutorial for that, which will follow. This is just creation within Torque itself. So we're just going to go ahead and create with, let's say, grass 4. That sounds good. We're going to call it the ground. And we're going to have the resolution be 512, and we can have a little bit of noise in there. We can always flatten it out later if we need. So it just created a ground pattern, and I'm not sure if I like this or not, so let's zoom out and take a look. So no, I didn't like that at all. So we'll just go ahead and hit the delete button, and we'll delete it. So let's go ahead and click on terrain again. Say yes, we'll choose 512, say the ground, we'll leave it flat this time, put grass 4 again, create new. So it creates our ground now. So now what we can do is we can select our spawn sphere and move the entire sphere up. So now we've got it on the same plane that we've got here. I don't want that move. So if you want to test to see if it works, you hit F11 and F7. It'll drop you on the world. It should drop you at this point here. So now we can actually delete the ground plane out of it. If you want, you can move this up a little bit so you don't spawn in the world. And there you go. So now what we've got is we've got a spawn point, a ground, no sun. Or our sun is way down there, and it looks like he's very dark. So we're just going to go ahead and delete the sun entirely. Don't move around too much, you'll fall off. So go under light, we'll go basic sun. I really like that because it's actually got some sun reflections. So we're just going to call it the sun, click create new. And so now we've got a basic sun. There we go. We've got some lens flare and we've got some solar flares on it. This looks really cool. So now let's do a cloud layer. You have several cloud layer options or options to choose from. You can do a scatter sky, which is another sun, and I believe it contains also Well, here, let's try it out. We can do it. Go into scatter sky, say, there we go, the sun. Creating that. And it creates kind of a unique sky. It's got some lens flare as well. We'll choose this one here. You can choose a skybox, which will place in different clouds for different types of cloud textures and sky textures that you have. You can actually go in here and choose it. And once you've chosen it, it'll appear within your texture, or within your thing here. We'll choose that, select it, create new. You can see off in the distance we've got some mountains and the sky and stuff like that. I don't particularly care for those, so I'm going to delete it, and I'll use just some basic clouds on this one. You can do that. You can also use the basic cloud layer here to create some moving clouds as well. So we'll just go with those there, and we're going to switch back over into our free camera mode so that we can zoom around the map. We can see right here we're kind of off in the middle of distance here, and we've got absolutely nothing in the background. So let's create a water block here. We're going to go to water block, and we'll call it the sea. Oh, nope, sorry, not a water block. What we want is a water plane. You'll notice it's way high here. So we'll just drag it kind of